So, welcome everyone to the Ice Gem Lounge. This, I would say, is a kind of a reactivating of our community with the ZAF Anonymous. I don't know how to pronounce the full meaning of this, the full name of this project, but I would say the ZAF. They have a lot of things to tell us this evening, and they have quite a lot to offer to the space. More of the gifts and also the fiat as well as the swap. So we'll get to know much about that. And we have Baset to tell us much about the project. So we're gonna kick right start by getting to know Baset and then the structure of the team and the motivation behind the ZAF project. So Baset, maybe you can just tell us about yourself, your community, and the idea behind the ZAF project.
Of course. So I'll go ahead and say my name is Bassett, founder of Zahnymous. I started this business October 30th, 2021, and I truly just wanted to create my own cryptocurrency that I could use and spend anywhere in the world by just connecting a wallet. A little bit about my community is we have about 1,700 members, and I would say about 200 or 300 is online at some times, a decent ratio. Now, all of them are organic, all through our marketing tactics from Venoms, from huge call groups. So we do have a portal as well to make sure that where we have real members, it's not a group. I would love for every single member that's in my community to always be in the chat, but we know that as we've continuously grown, as we've continuously progressed, my voice is echoing a little bit. I'm sorry. As we continuously progress, people keep looking, even though they don't speak in the community. They're still there watching us innovate, watching us grow from the very beginning to now, today.
Oh, that's sure. People always keep doing that in order to see the progress and when to jump in. So, just tell us a little bit about the structure of the team. Where you guys from? Are you guys friends who've known themselves from childhood or from college, or did you guys meet on the space and decided to create this project?
Okay, so I am the original founder. So pretty much it went like this. And this is going to be a kind of a crazy story, but sometimes the world works in very odd ways. Again, I actually had this business idea of having my own cryptocurrency that I wanted to use and spend anywhere in the world. And I actually went on Fiverr. And when I went on Fiverr, um, my bad. When I went on Fiverr, I pretty much looked up different type of consulting agencies, consulting companies, and honestly, through just trial and error, I actually found a great group of individuals. I contacted them, and then I ended up becoming friends with them. We've hung out. I went to go over their place during launch, and what ended up becoming my core team of ZA actually ended up becoming a lot of like my really close friends today.
Wow, that's awesome. So, I picked something from you. You said share some
Hello?
ideas, not just on Telegram, but speaking face to face.
Yeah, of course. I went over their house during the launching phase of the ZA project. It
What's
was
the
a lot.
different, should I say, talent? I think the network is a kind of lagging somehow. I'm hearing myself behind.
Okay. No, honestly, where I am right now, there's a tornado warning or
Talents
tornado
each of
watch.
you possess. Like,
Can you hear me now?
I don't know, can you hear me very well?
Yeah, I can hear
Yes, I
you.
can hear you. Okay, so I'm saying, what's the different skill ability you guys have? Like, what's you guys good at that
Of course.
tells each other
Yeah.
to
So
want to?
I'll introduce myself a little bit. So you're asking what is our specialties?
Yes, that's what I mean.
Of course. So me myself, I'm an entrepreneur. I've been doing entrepreneurship since high school. I've done a lot of different business ventures, anything from FOB international shipping from Asia to the Americas. I've also done certain industries. I've had my own fertilizer company before, where we were taking a product that people wanted to throw away, horse waste, and then recycling it to a bioreactor and turning it into methane gas and a fertilizer product that we called Loaf, which was liquid organic fertilizer equivalents. It was actually a microbial inoculant. I helped start that as well. I've even had e-commerce business where we did a decent amount in sales. My highest record in sales a month was 100,000. So I do have a bunch of experience handling businesses, and I've had a lot of teachings through my entrepreneurship journeys to get me here. But the one thing I will say is I didn't have a very big crypto backing, and that's kind of what I needed my core team for. And when I stumbled upon my core team, what they've been doing over the past 3 years is they've actually have created a consulting agency where they help projects and incubate them from the very beginning to an idea to actually flourish it to the launching phase. So that's how I actually met my core team. And two of my core team members that I met through there are actually smart contract devs. And they're the ones who've helped the ZA project reach scores of an amazing 99 out of 100 on security audits.
Wow, that's very beautiful. So you saying your core team, they are the ones who developed the contract.
Yes, of course. I have the keys to all the multi-sigs. Well, we split some of the multi-sigs, like marketing wallet or dev wallet, but I have the main like deployer and all of that. But yeah, they've helped me actually create the contract. We've gotten it audited by Certic. We've gotten it audited by Fresh Coins. Those are two different auditing firms. And here we are today with a beautiful contract that has an amazing score.
Wow, that's beautiful to hear too. And that's amazing to know that your core team are a bunch of what I say skillful individuals with different ideas and abilities. That's good.
Exactly.
Um, so maybe you can just talk us a little bit more into the Zerf. Let's get to know what you guys are bringing into the space. What are some of
Yeah,
the
of course.
utilities?
So let me start off from the very beginning. Again, I started this project October 30th, 2021, and I truly just wanted to create a way that I could use my own cryptocurrency anywhere in the world. I could be in the United States, I can be in the United Kingdom, I could just connect a wallet and then spin ZA and actually truly use ZA. I realized that in the crypto space, there was a huge problem. If you ask a typical person, how do you use your cryptocurrency every single day? They're going to tell you, well, I have to go this route where I go from my wallet to the exchange, sell it on the exchange, and then move the funds to my bank account. It was a really drawn out, centralized process to use your assets that's in your custody, that's in your wallet every single day. So even though as selfish as it sounds, that I just wanted to create a cryptocurrency that I could use anywhere in the world, I realized that what I actually wanted to achieve and what my goal was actually solving a huge problem in the crypto space, which is what I just described. The solution to that problem is our own decentralized application that we call Zacard. The reason we call it Zacard is because it's anything that you can spend through your bank account, you can spend through our gift card platform. And that is kind of walking you through exactly how I started the business, what the problem was, and what the solution to that problem was as well.
Wow, that's good too. But just a little bit about security and the Zercall. That's the application you spoke about. What kind of algorithm did you guys use on it, and what is the technical know-how that you guys implemented that somehow it will not be easily bypassed or manipulated by someone else?
Can you say that question again? I'm sorry.
So I'm saying the Zarco, that is the application you guys use for the transaction because you're trying to like limit individuals from, let me say, for example, someone has a token on a trust wallet and needed a fiat that is a real money. He has to sell it to pair, like my country, we do here. So you're trying to bridge that gap by helping people to sell their token on a particular platform. So I'm asking you guys put in place. What did you guys do in order to make it a little bit more solid enough so that someone will not just come in and manipulate it and then take advantage of those who are using the platform?
Of course. How, real quick, my question is, how would someone come in and then manipulate the platform? What do you
That
mean by that exactly?
that I can't really tell, but today we have network glitches and we have some persons who are very smart and they can easily bypass some coding tech that is being used on a particular application or software. So I
I
want
see
to
what you're asking. You're asking what about the security of funds, correct? You're
yes,
saying
yes,
you're saying how are we actually going to take a
detail
user a
around the
token.
security.
Yeah, of course. So we actually route all of our liquidity from PancakeSwap. And whenever we onboard a project, like let's say Isaac Ice has a token. Whenever we onboard Isaac Ice as a token, we're actually not holding any liquidity at all. All of the liquidity gets taken from PancakeSwap, and then we route PancakeSwap onto a centralized exchange. And then from the centralized exchange, we move the funds to our bank account. And then from our bank account, we move it back to our gift card providers. All of that happens pretty much like this. As fast as I snapped, I can take your assets that you own and then give you spendable cash. And obviously,
Hmm.
that sounds like magic, right? But it's really
Yeah,
not.
it does.
Yeah, it sounds
It-
like magic, but it's not. I can break down the actual fundamentals of how the business works. So think about it like this. I'm actually okay. So think about it like this. You have your right hand and you have your left hand, right? Well, the center part would be your head. Your head is the user that's actually going on the website and then connecting their wallet. They then send the funds, or let's say that they go on my bad. They go on the website. They then connect their wallet and they purchase something. Think of your head as the center of the person that's connecting their wallet. They then purchase for the gift card on our website. Now the funds go to your right hand. Okay, as the funds go to your right hand, we have a
Still on one
pre-filled
platform.
what?
Like still on
So
one platform without setting to another place.
no, okay. So real quick, just hear me out, and maybe you can understand this better. I usually have a visual representation. Mono wants to speak. You want to say anything, Mono? Okay.
He's allowed to speak now.
Okay. Well, real quick. So pretty much think about it like this: user goes to the website, they connect their wallet. Think about if your right hand's in front of you, your left hand's in front of you as well, and the user is your head. Okay, user connects their wallet, they then send the funds to your right hand, and then when they send the funds to the right hand to purchase for the gift voucher, we have a pre-filled balance of fiat on the left hand that then gets pulled. So as the user sends the funds to the right hand, the left hand then sends funds back to the middle of the head, which is your user, and then we route the funds that are on the right hand back to the left hand. And then we keep the difference in between for what the gift card cost is versus what the user bought it for. So that's the difference between our cost and our purchase. And that's the way Zahnymous Limited actually makes a profit as a business. And some of those profits come back into the token to make it deflationary.
Hmm. This is
So
a kind of
did
more
you?
technical.
Yeah,
I get
yeah, it is a little technical, but to be honest with you, I have to break this down to a lot of people. So there's actually three different entities that's working at the same time, and we've built all APIs across to make sure when a user transacts, they immediately get spendable cash. Everything, as soon as you use the platform, you instantly get a code to be able to actually use that money for everyday expenses. It can be a coffee from Starbucks, or it can even be clothes for your family, or even groceries for your kids.
Hmm. That's I saw that just what you explained on the video, which I looked from your website, and I can see that's what you guys are really trying to do. Something that can easily work quickly without going through some kind of rigorous process. But
Exactly.
speaking of the gift card that is attached to this project, what's the idea? What's the plan for it? Because we have a lot of companies that do sell gift card and they're not connected to crypto. Now, how do you bring in the crypto and the gift card?
So when you mean how do I bring the crypto and the gift card, what do you mean exactly?
Yes, like merging the both of them together because we have persons who sell their gift card without even being connected to the crypto, the space, so to say. Now, how do you connect both of them together?
Of course. So I work with, again, I work with two different centralized exchanges and I work with gift card companies. I have service agreements with both of those entities, even though the crypto exchange I work with isn't directly correlated with the gift card company. It's the way the business is set up to where we have a pre filled amount of liquidity with the gift card company in fiats. So that then gets pulled as soon as we hit the exchange's API to turn the funds into fiat. So we've actually built it out, even though they're indirectly correlated, we've built them out to be actually correlated together. So when a user is spending cryptocurrency, they then get gift cards. Is that your question? Hello?
Okay, get you. I get you. I get you
Yeah.
very well.
So pretty much the crypto exchanges we work with have no correlation at all with the gift card companies. They're actually two separate businesses that we have service agreements with. Well, technically three.
Okay, so you're saying you partner with the gift card company.
And then I pay them fiat.
Okay, now it's much clear. Now
Yeah.
it's much
So
clear.
so that's why I tried using the analogy of, if you think about it, you're from your right hand to your left hand. So let me break it down one more time. Think about it as, again, I'm sitting right in front of you right now, and I can see my left hand, I can see my right hand as well. The user is the person that's, being able to see their hands. Cryptocurrency goes to your right hand, right? When you purchase a gift card, as soon as that cryptocurrency goes to the right hand, it goes to the crypto exchange. Right when that transaction happens, on the left hand is a pre-filled amount of liquidity in fiat that's stored with our gift card companies. We then immediately pull that fiat from the gift card companies straight to the user, which is in the center, which is your head. And then the cryptocurrency that's in the right hand, we then convert to fiat through the crypto exchange and then move it to our partners' bank accounts that's on the left hand. So that left hand always has pre-filled amounts of fiat to be able to run on the row. That's how the business flow of funds actually works.
That's good. But I have a little question about that. We have
Of
some
course.
countries that have restrictions on the use of fiat directly to crypto and even gift card. Like my country, we don't do that directly. We do that a kind of we use peer to peer, selling to let's say a third party using the banking system in the middle, but not obvious. Like the banking system becomes anonymous in the sense that we don't mention things pertaining to crypto during the transaction. So how do you deal with countries like that? Countries like China, Nigeria. Now, how do you deal with countries like that having issues with cryptocurrencies and stuff like that?
Of course. So the good thing is the partner banks that we use, or the partner, not partner banks, the partner gift card companies we work with, they already have the established connections with those type of countries. They have established connections with like gift card companies and banks in China and other countries that might not be crypto friendly. But I'm assuming that because the chain of the ladder goes so far distance where we are as a business, we don't really get affected by China. We don't really get affected by other countries like Nigeria. At the end of the day, we're selling a product. The product is the gift cards, and our form of currency for that product is cryptocurrency. It's the same exact way that you would go to a website, implement your debit card, and then purchase a product, right? You use fiat for that, and that business accepts fiat. At the end of the day, we sell a product, and we don't accept Visa or MasterCard. We accept cryptocurrency as our form of payment. So it really is, in essence, an e-commerce store, but a new type of e-commerce store, a Web3 e-commerce store.
Okay, yeah, that brings me to another question too. Speaking of the e-commerce store you just mentioned, are you having any plan to compete with other existing um, gift card companies? Because we know we have a lot of them, and they too are seeking customers out there in the space. They're not using this particular method you guys are using now. Now, how do you intend to compete with them outside the crypto space? How do you intend to get people to know about the idea you have with crypto and the gift card?
Of course. So what we're doing is we're following the lead. So remember earlier I told you that I actually have a huge experience in e-commerce where my business did an amazing amount of sales, and I even reached a ridiculous amount in 1 month, right? So I do actually have knowledge on how to market and on how to attack the consumers. And what we're doing is we're going to do the same exact strategy that I used for my old business to be successful. We follow what the money is doing. If there is a competitor that is advertising a specific way, we follow exactly where they're advertising and why they're advertising. Some of our gift card company competitors actually use Google Ads. Well, guess what? Why don't we just use Google Ads as well? All we need is a small market share. I have like my partners that I work with of the gift card companies. They work with a lot of those crypto to gift card companies as well. So I have inside information on how much they actually do in sales, and let's just say it's in the millions, the tens to the twenties of millions of dollars. All we need is a couple percent of that market share, and then we can keep boosting ads, and then start cementing our name to be a household name. But that's one marketing strategy to actually get us to be competitive. Another way that we're actually truly competitive is our business model isn't just a crypto to gift card website. If you look at Zahnymous.io, Zahnymous.io, you'll see that we have other things than just gift cards. Not only can users spend their cryptocurrency through the ZA platform, we also have a cross-chain DEX where you can go from 6 different blockchains and then maneuver. So not only can you spend cryptocurrency, you can also swap cryptocurrency as well straight from the website. We also have a fiat ramp as well. So not only can you spend your assets through the platform, you can also swap your assets through our cross-chain DEX, and you can even buy and top up cryptocurrency as well in 70 plus different currencies in countless amounts of countries as well. So we're starting to become something which is actually unique and very new. We really are a new type of decentralized marketplace where not only you can spend cryptocurrency, you can swap cryptocurrency, you can even buy cryptocurrency as well. So that's truly what makes us special and truly what makes us stand out from the crowd, other than just our marketing endeavors to truly compete against other known names in the gift card industry.
Well, I must commend your zeal in explaining this project. It's it's amazing. Um, but speaking of your swap, you talked about going cross chain. We always know that there's always a tax attached to it or a fee. So how do you intend to keep yours much affordable for new investors or those who are going to be utilizing yours, and how to also keep you on the space, people longing to use your own platform instead of the older ones that they have been using? How do you intend to do that?
Of course. So our partners that we actually use our cross-chain DEX from, last year they recorded about $330 million through their cross-chain DEX. So we believe that their technology is very innovative, and it's another outsourcing that we already do as being a third party. So based on their technology, on how they actually operate, it just shows on how strong they are in their specific industry. We pretty much just show their cross chain on our side. It's actually not custom built by us. It's actually their specific technology. And it's actually Rubik Exchange. We use Rubik's technology to have the cross chain DEX, and they're the ones, and they have very low fees, and they're actually very fast. They say that your transaction should work less than 90 seconds. And they have more than 6 different blockchains, but we used 6 specific blockchains for one reason, because those specific blockchains can go in and out of the ZA token very efficiently. So when you use ZA, or let's say you don't have ZA and you go to the website, and let's say you actually want to use a gift card because maybe you don't have BNB, maybe you don't have BUSD, USDT, or even ZA as well. You can go on our cross-chain DEX, go from Avalanche, go from Phantom, go from Polygon, go from BSC, and go from Ethereum, and I believe Arboretum as well. And through those 6 different blockchains, you can then branch off to one of the tokens that we have listed on our gift card platform, and it all happens within seconds as well. So I believe that the way that we actually innovate and the way that we actually sell our cross-chain technology is by actually advertising to people that may not even be in the BSC space. They come to our gift card site and they say, hell, well, I don't have BNB or BUSD. The good thing is the cross-chain DEX or the bridge is there to allow them to convert their assets to be able to actually spend and use all in one single platform.
That's so interesting to listen. So I'm so fascinated, so to say. But now going to the marketing aspects, though you've touched it a little bit, tell us in depthly how you guys have been doing it and the positive aspect of it and other plans you guys have for it.
Of course. So right now we're going through a rebrand right now, and the original colors that we've used is dark blue, blue, and gold. And we think that as a business, especially when you market, colors have such a powerful insight on how we act and how we behave as individuals. And and for example, you might think I'm crazy with this, but if you go to tradingview.com or you see any candlesticks, what is the color of the bullish candle? It's green. What is the color of a bearish candle? It's red. Why is that? Green, go buy money. Red, sell, panic, fire. So we believe that these colorways have such a powerful tool on how we actually have actions and how we actually maneuver as individuals. So we're rebranding our color schemes from navy blue and darker hues because blue usually has a way to be sad, a way to be depressed. That's what blue symbolizes. So what we're doing is we're rebranding and we're actually moving over to this white and this gold color scheme to have people to know that, oh, this is a luxury item. This is what actually users are. It would give a symbolic idea that, oh, their colorways are white and gold. It's expensive, or it's an item that's of high value. So we're switching our colorways and rebranding to actually target our specific market. And we got some of our marketing data from analytics like ChatGPT, from Google Trends, etc. So, for example, ChatGPT told us that the user that actually buys crypto to gift cards usually comes from higher median places in the world. And it makes sense logically. So we believe that this rebrand of color scheme of white and gold is actually going to fit our demographic that we're marketing to.
Okay, that's also a new idea which I'm getting to know today, using colors to kind of differentiate different
Exactly.
market individuals. It's just like the coding. Like I was learning coding. I've learned a little bit about Scratch. That's software developed by MIT students of Harvard University. So using Scratch, you use different formats to read, like unlike the C, you use printf and stuff like that. But the Scratch is a little bit more different. And but though the both of them present the same thing you want, but still on that, how has this your color mechanism of getting the targeted people using color difference, how has it reached your target audience, that those you really want to touch their lives on this project? How
Yeah,
have they been reacting to it?
yeah, so we haven't actually completely rebranded yet. We've been working on it over the past month and a half, and we're actually just about to release the new rebrand right now. You can see my name, Basit Za, and you see my emblem is the white and gold, and you see Mono is actually in the chat right now. He's white and gold as well. So we're currently just switching over right now, so we haven't been able to see the effect that the new rebrand has. But with our new tactics on how we're going to approach our audiences, we really do believe that it's going to that it's really going to actually help out a lot in our marketing tools. But as of right now, we have no analytical data because we haven't changed the website from the new rebrand. That should be done. It was supposed to be done this week. Well, actually, I told everyone the end of Q1 2023, but it was supposed to get done a little earlier. But we're having a little complications right now with our supplier. But
Okay,
it'll
okay,
get taken care of. It's just coding.
that's good. I was even going to
Yeah.
ask about the website, but you already said something about it. So, touching a little bit about the main token itself, that's the ZAF token. What's the tokenomics for it, the buy and sell tax, and the distribution?
Of course. So let me pull up my white paper right now and I'll get straight into it. So the buy tax and the sell tax is 3% buy and 3% sell. And it was originally 0% buy and I believe 9% sell. But 9% sell is an extremely high tax. And we actually revised the taxes because we wanted people to we pretty much wanted people and incentivize people to trade the token, because when you have a token that's tradable that people are constantly buying and selling, we believe that increases a new type of engagement, and it also increases volume that's going in and out of your chart, which should attract more traders and more people into your ecosystem. So that's our actual tax sentiment, is the 3% buy and the 3% sell. And I'll break down the other taxes as well. I have seed sale 15%, private sale 7%, pre-sale 30%, liquidity 18.9, marketing 5%, team 15%, holdback 5%, staking and rewards 4.1.
Okay. Well, what's the total supply of the token?
100 million.
Any plans of increasing that or just keeping it to 100?
So there's no way to mint new tokens.
Okay. But
There's nothing in our contract that allows
uh,
us to mint any new tokens, which in my opinion is really good, right? You don't want a contract that can
as a
always mint,
mainstream
or you'll
function
have
of
a
it, yeah.
situation. Yeah, exactly. Because honestly, that's a vulnerability. If anything happens to a contract that can get minted, you might have something that might happen with like Luna, for example.
You're correct. You're correct. Okay. Any notable partnership at the moment? Do you have any partners that have been like supporting your project and keeping you guys on top of the space or surviving the space?
Of course. So the good thing about the ZA brand is this utility we have, we actually share it with a lot of other BSC projects. The idea is this. This is another marketing strategy that we actually used, which actually, believe it or not, it was a little rough to at first, but it actually helped out a lot. And pretty much what we did is we worked like this. You have a project where you can focus on your crypto game, you can focus on your staking, you can focus on your DAO, or you can focus on your own NFT, for example, or whatever you imagined. We approached you and we said, hey, you focus on what makes you special. Let us be your off ramp. Let us give you our utility that we've been building over the past year. And again, we don't need any liquidity. All we need is a contract address, a logo, and a banner. And we onboard them onto our solution so their holders and their users can bridge their favorite tokens and make real world transactions and take that thing that we call internet money and have tangible items in their hands within seconds. So a lot of our entire business model is actually collaborating with projects and working together with them to further our ecosystem. So we have a huge number of projects, and we've already had possibly 15 to 20 different projects that we've worked with since the start of the Zahnymous project.
Yeah, I agree with you because I saw that on your website. Even some project that I've had in contact, come in contact with, I see them on your platform as being your partners. That's good.
Of
That's
course,
very, very
the
good,
goal is
and
to have hundreds.
that's beautiful. You know, working with other projects and working with those who are really doing it well in the space is also a very good idea because nobody knows everything. Sometimes you need other ideas in order to survive and strive.
Exactly.
Um, so I don't know if you're happy and okay to get some questions from the audience
Yeah, of
because I
course.
think a lot of them are anticipating to give us some amazing questions. So, for the audience, our community, we are sponsoring a giveaway of 30 BUSD for 3 persons. But we'll do that randomly. But you're open to ask your question to Bassett. So you are free to raise your hands and ask your questions. So community, you can raise your hand. Okay, let's start with Crypto Raver. Crypto Raver, you are allowed to speak. Hello, Crypto Raver.
Hello,
Hello, man. How
everyone.
you doing?
I am good, sir. So my question is, are you planning to promote your project in country where I guess where English is not good? Do you have local community for them to better understand your project?
So we were working on international marketing, and I do have professional translators that I've worked with in the past. You can check on our YouTube channel. I was working with a professional Chinese translator and a professional Turkish translator as well. I do believe that for a project to be successful, it needs to be able to branch off in international communities and be able to kind of expand in those type of horizons. So I do have the connections to do it. We're just working on so much right now that our focus right now is the rebrand, getting products out, getting sales to the platform. And then once the business is sustainable, we're then going to be growing international communities. But don't worry about the community management or anything like that. We have mods, Mono, for example, who's trilingual, I believe, yeah, French, Arabic, and English as well. And we should be solid in regards to different countries' languages and professional translators as well when we go and present.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Always.
Okay, thank you very much. I see some questions from the chat. Let me take some of them. I see one from Gustavus. Gustavus said, "Does the Zahnymous crypto card have an expiration date, like a debit card that expires every 2 years? In my country, what it requires to get a ZAF crypto card?" Like she's asking, do you have a debit card and does it have an expiration date like 2 years?
Okay, so we don't have a debit card, but what we are adding to the platform, which is going to be very innovative, are prepaid Visa gift cards. They're not cards that work everywhere in the world. For example, we're only going to be in about 20 to 30 countries, and they're going to work just like gift cards do. If we have one for India, it will only work for India. If we have one for the US, it will only work for US as well. But in regards to expiration dates, there are expiration dates on certain cards, and there are expiration dates on not certain cards. So whenever you make your purchase or you read in the terms and conditions, it will say if there's an expiration date or not in the description.
I believe that answers her question. So we also have another question from Rachel. Rachel said, "I saw the website regarding charities. There are 4 charities, and this is great, of course. But I'm curious to know, does the user donate directly to the charity, or is this done by a specific mechanism by your team?"
Yeah, it's not done by the team at all. So you don't have to worry about us having funds and be like, oh, are they going to pay the charities or not? They're all supplied by our third parties. So if you see a gift card on there, it's pretty much directly routed to the brand. So when you make your donation, the funds immediately get sent on the back end. That's that pre-filled the fiat to whatever gift card it is, if it's a charity or if it's a product or anything imaginable. You don't have to worry about the team. Oh, did the team pay the charity or whatever? You should get a confirmation email exactly about that. We don't directly pay the suppliers. The suppliers get paid from the pre-filled amount.
That's beautiful. I believe
Yeah.
that too answered the question. So let's take one question from the VC. I see Pains and Sacrifice raising his hand. So Pains and Sacrifice, you're allowed to speak.
Hello.
Hello, Pains.
Hello. Greetings. Hope you can hear me clear.
Yeah, you're audible enough.
No, I not joined the DMS already, so I don't know whether you touched on this. I would like to know. I noticed that the total token supply, the owner is holding 9% of it. So I would like to know what that 9% is all about.
Say it again.
I said I noticed that the total token supply that the owner is holding 9% of it. I don't know if you are doing anything like airdrop, or can you explain that what that token is all about?
So why is the owner of the token holding 99%? Is that what you said?
9% of the total supply.
Of course. So if you're looking at anything right now, did you make sure that it wasn't like a vested? For example, we have tokens vested with Gympad from our launch, and that 9% might be from our locks or it might be a contract or anything with the vesting from our private sale or our pre-sale. Because no one person is directly holding 9% of token right now unless it's a vested amount.
Can I show you on your DM? You can see it.
Yeah, of course. You can share your screen.
Okay.
While we're waiting for Pains to do that chat, Roy asked, is it possible for a client? What are the benefits of doing so? And a follow-up question that says, what are necessary criteria that you got to be able to have a fully...
I can't hear you. Say it again, please.
The second question says, what are necessary criteria that you got to be able to have a fully decentralized, successful platform? The question is from Roy. Though he asked their reputation, and if yes, what are the benefits of doing so?
It was not easy, Roy. It took a lot of convincing. A lot of banks denied me. A lot of crypto exchanges wouldn't work with me. It was not an easy task to be able to build this business. Just to show you how difficult it was, maybe less than 1% of banks actually accepted me as a client. But once one bank accepted me as a client, a countless amount of others realized that others were willing to take the chance on our business model and me as an individual. So it was not easy to actually create this decentralized platform or create a system to where people can actually spend decentralized.
So I believe that too answers our question. Now I can see what Pains posted on the chat. I don't know if you've seen that. So maybe you can touch on that.
Smart contract. The wallet holding 8.75. That's a smart contract.
Yeah, AA9A is the deployer wallet.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
he's kind of asking, is it vested or does a person just hold on to that 9% of the token?
Yeah, so the AA9A, the deployer wallet, that should be some of the team tokens that have already been vested or that have already been released from vesting schedule.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, like what you're saying, it's already out of the vesting schedule. The person has the freedom to sell and also to add more to the token. Is it what you're saying?
Yeah, I 100%. If I'm reading it correctly, the AA9A wallet is the team wallet, which has the team tokens.
Okay. But that
Yeah.
brings me to a question. When did you guys develop this project? Like, when?
Yeah, so I started it. Like, when do you mean it actually did the development start?
Yes, like the year in particular.
Like, when did I start initially, or when did we start building?
Then when you guys started building, did you have anything like a private sale?
Yeah. So I was telling earlier, we had a private sale and a seed sale where my family invested, and pretty much that token supply, the 15% seed and the 7% private. And pretty much those tokens are linearly scheduled for 6 months, but they helped raise the capital. Zahnymous raised about 150,000 USD. 150,000 USD is a lot more than what we raised during our pre-sale. But in order to make it most fair, all of my family investors took losses on the initial investment to make sure that to help out our ecosystem for longevity and sustainability. But yeah, the AA9A are team tokens.
Okay. So I don't know,
Yeah.
Pains, does that answer your question? Are you clear with the answer?
Yes. I've gotten what I want.
Okay,
Of course,
thank you
man.
very much. So let's get more questions. I don't know if you're happy to do so.
Yeah, of course, man. I can stay here until the hour's over or even later. I would like to
Take this
show
one
off.
from
Okay.
Okay, so let's take this from Lisa. Lisa said, as for the gift card, is there any restriction if I buy it and then I sell it to my friend Is it still valid in case of having a store? Can I promote the card and sell them there?
So,
Uh,
real quick. So Lisa said, I'm sorry. Lisa said, what did she say exactly?
She said, is there any restriction that if she buys the gift card, can she resell it to a friend without no
Yeah, of
problem
course.
attached to
Yeah,
it? And
yeah.
she's also saying she owns a store. Can she buy those gift card in, let's say, a wholesale price and then sell for a retail price?
We don't wholesale gift cards. We sell gift cards that are retail. Our gift cards are immediately activated when they're purchased. We don't buy gift cards from another user that bought them. We buy them directly from brands, technically. We use a third party that buys them directly from brands. So you're not going to get a wholesale price for these gift vouchers. You're going to get a retail price for these gift vouchers, just like you would when you go in a store. Now, in regards to her friend that wants let's say Lisa buys a gift voucher and her friend is like, oh, I love that gift card, I want it. Lisa, there's no problem with Lisa selling the gift card to her friend because once she purchases it, it's her property.
Oh, so that does not affect any restriction
No,
or
the
any
only thing,
reduction in
yeah,
value?
yeah, no problem at all. As long as Lisa doesn't use any on the gift card, it doesn't matter. The only restriction is that the gift cards. So the only restriction is that the gift cards are country locked. So a United States gift card only works in the United States. A United Kingdom gift card only works in United Kingdom, etc. So they
Oh,
are
okay,
country
okay.
locked.
That's clear enough to understand.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get another question from the chat. Alice said, my question, when buying gift card from your platform, is there any advantage for buyers? And can users buy ZAF listed token or just larger coins for now?
Say it again. I'm
Okay, let
sorry,
me
man.
take the question again. It said, when buying gift card from your platform, is there any advantage for buyers? And can users buy the ZAF listed token, that is your token,
Yeah,
just or just large coins for now? That is having much quantities of your token. Can users have that for now?
so can users buy the ZA token right now?
Yes.
Yeah, users can go on the website right now, Zahnymous.io. It's ZAHNYMOUS.io, and you just click the Buy ZA button. When you click the Buy ZA button, it's going to pull up a pancake swap router, and then now you just connect your wallet and you have ZA.
Okay. And she's also asking, is there any advantage of she buying your token? That's buying the gift card from your platform. Is there an
Yeah,
advantage?
of course. So users who hold ZA have the cheapest cost on the platform, and that's always going to be the scenario.
I believe that answers our question too. Okay, we still have more questions coming in. I don't know if you have more time for it.
No, I
So we
do.
have this. We have this from Zaka Batu. Zaka Batu said, for blockchain technology to achieve mass adoption network, for blockchain technology to achieve mass adoption, network must become highly scalable. So does your project have enough capacity to handle large volumes of data transaction in a short period of time as the numbers of users grows? Wow, I think this is
Yes,
a
of
very nice
course.
question.
Yeah, of course we do because we're a BEP20 token that's built on Binance Smart Chain. And because we chose Binance Smart Chain, that's asking, are we scalable? And yes, we are scalable because the blockchain we use is scalable.
Okay, I hope that also answers the question. Now we have this from Tommy. Tommy said, I can use my credit. Okay, let me read it the way you understand. Can I use my credit card when I wanted to buy a product? When I want, can I use my credit card when I want to buy a product? When I want to buy gifts for someone? Can I
No,
use, can I do so with credit card in the same way?
No,
I don't know if you're.
we don't. Yeah, we don't accept credit card or debit card or anything. Our form of payment as a company is cryptocurrency, and that's it.
Okay. So there's also a follow-up question. It said, what extra conveniences and advantages will the ZAF token and ZAF gift card provide? And what will you do to get users who are unfamiliar with crypto assets to adopt your project?
So what we're doing to make sure that people are adopting the use of it is by simplifying the process completely. The idea of what we've completely built our entire brand around and what our entire business model is to simplify crypto spending. Even though I always say that what Zahnymous does is it solves centralized crypto spending by decentralizing crypto spending, you can look at it from another perspective, which is simplifying the actual use and the actual spending of cryptocurrency as well. So our main focus on attacking this type of scenario in that very specific market, that's what is going to actually create a user friendliness, because our entire idea is how do I take users' internet money that's in their wallet and able to have them spendable cash as fast and as smooth as possible. Because our focus is that type of strategy, we believe that's actually what's going to create and help mass adoption.
And I believe that too also answers the question. Okay, now we have someone raising his hand on the audience. Let's hear from Alexander. Alexander, you're allowed to speak.
Yeah, hello.
How you doing, man?
I'm
Hello,
good.
everyone. How are you? Yeah, thank you. So I really enjoyed the conversation. I just want to ask about, do you have any plans to deal with this bullish market we are going through in the next few months or weeks, let's say? So we all know the bull market is coming. Do you have, the question is, did you prepare any plans to make the most benefit out of it? And another question is, when we talk about Binance Chain, there is always a dump in the chart, always, and we work on the long term. So what plans do you have to sustain the chart, um, and protect your holder from losing their funds to liquidity?
Of course. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to answer your second part of your question, and I'm going to show it, because the reason I am is because I feel like maybe you'll get a better understanding of the ZA project when you look at this. So one thing you said is, through looking at a Binance chart, usually there's a bunch of uphills, but there's a lot of downhills, is what you said. Well, honestly, with the ZA chart, I feel like, I'm going to share my screen right now. We've already broken our all-time high. And even though we're going through a slight pullback right now, I definitely believe that once it comes, we can definitely break that high again, just like we did, because our investors trust the sentiment and they trust our innovative technology because we keep building. So, and honestly, I believe that we're extremely undervalued. I'm not going to say $129,000, $130,000 market cap is nothing, but for a business that is this adequate, I think that it is nothing. I do think that we're extremely undervalued and we should be worth millions of dollars, even though I'm not promising that our market cap is going to be worth millions. That's just what I evaluate my business as a whole. I do think that what we've already built, how innovative our technology is, and how professional we are in our strategies of approaching a type of business with cryptocurrency will make us successful in the long term. So let's go to the very first part of your question as well. The first part of your question is, how are you going to prepare for the bull market? And my response to you is, as of right now, there is no bull market. I am not convinced that there's a bull market yet. When there is, there will be. But to be honest with you, I think there's still going to be a little bit more red, but we're going to take opinions out of it. Now, how are you going to prepare yourself for when it gets a little bit better? We do that by Web 2.0 marketing. We believe that putting our funds towards Web 2.0 marketing is going to be a lot more of an advancement for our business than trying to go this other Web 3 route, which is through call channels, through pump groups, or honestly speaking, paying for a ridiculous high AMA as well. we believe that in order to grow our platform, Web 2.0 is the best way to market because we're looking for a very specific user that actually uses cryptocurrency for gift cards. And we're not going to get that proper analytical data through Web 3 marketing. We're going to get that proper analytical data through Web 2.0 marketing.
Yeah, amazing. It totally makes sense, but I want to ask about when we see the chart and this big bump you have, is it organic or there was some is there a reason for this bump or it's just organic, you know?
Oh, it's completely organic. The original strategy that we used was kind of, if you were listening earlier, what we did was this. We said, hey, you focus on your business, you focus on your project, let us be your off ramp. We used that strategy, and what we did was we said, hey, if you give us an AMA in your lounge, or not in your lounge, if you give us an AMA in your community, we'll then be your off ramp. We used that strategy, and that pump came from one project. We partnered with a metaverse project called Homie Wars. I did an AMA with them, and we brought over their users and their holders over to the ZA community and the ZA chat as well. And just by converting through collaboration of projects, we've actually increased our price of token and market capitalization. So that pump is 100% organic. It actually came from collaborating with other projects and partnerships.
Amazing. Yeah, I got you. So you are open to take any marketing offer if it's for free to support the project,
Of
like
course.
AMAs.
Yeah, without a doubt, man.
Yeah, thank you very much. It really answered my question, and I might send you an DM for and free promotion. I'm sorry to bring that up here, but yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
No problem, Alexander. I think there's another question on the chat before we take one more last VC question from Malvik. But before that, let's take a question from the chat. I see this question from, what is it again? Okay, I have it now. Question from Dr. Miki. He said, what will happen if the 4.1% of tokens allocated to staking and reward gets totally distributed? Will the staking stop? Any extra backup tokens that will be used?
Yeah, so right now we're really on the fence over staking. We allocated it towards staking, but personally, I'm just scared that it's actually going to hurt the chart a lot. So, we're still on the fence about what we're going to do with the wallet. We can either burn the tokens, we can put it towards exchange listings like a tier 1 exchange, like Kraken, like KuCoin, or something along the lines of that, Bybit, for example. So we're still thinking about what to do with that wallet specifically. So I don't know if I'm going to be doing staking. I'm going to be honest with you all, just because I think staking, pretty much the way it works is you're giving users funds because they lock up their funds, but that money comes from somewhere. And most of the time, they're not going to hold the token. They're just going to sell the token for BNB. So it's going to hurt the project. And because we're so focused on an easier liquidation through the simplification of crypto spending and crypto application to the ZA platform, it's just extreme sell pressure. So we're still deciding as a team what to actually do with that wallet. So there might not be staking, to be honest with you.
I agree with you because for me, staking is not a utility. It's more like a reward you give to someone for holding your token. That's
exactly
good. I love the answer. But there's a follow-up question from Dr. Miki. He said, what will be required for getting the ZAF token, the ZAF crypto card, that is the debit card? What is the requirement? Is there any age limit?
Is there any age limit to get the gift card?
No, the credit card. That's the crypto credit card, which you guys spoke about.
So it's not a credit card. It's a gift card. It's a Visa-backed gift card. Just so everyone's clear, it's not a credit card. It's not a debit card either. It's a gift card, just like you would go to the store and buy it as well from the grocery store. So right now, technically, there is no age limit, but we would like for people to use the platform that are 18 or older. That's in our terms and conditions. But I can't stop someone that's being younger than 18 buying the gift card, if that makes sense.
Okay. I see your comment on the chat. Okay, so should we just conclude on take this last question from Maverick?
Oh no. My response wasn't for the questions. I can keep going with questions. My response was because every time I message in the chat, I have a 5 minute timer that I can't respond back to. So I was saying that the
Oh,
timer was over. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
I keep
sorry.
going
I
with
that
questions.
was limit the spamming of the chat. I'm sorry.
No, it's
Okay,
all good.
let's get this question from Mavic. You're allowed to speak, man.
Uh, Isaac Eyes, it's wonderful. Basit, it's great to have hearing your voice once again. Um,
Thank you.
uh, my question basically is based on the gift cards. So I see if you plan to like remove the limitations when buying a gift card, um, why would you look to like limit the gift card by like applying regional effects such that, let's say I want to buy a Canadian gift card, but I'm not living inside Canada, unless I'm living outside Canada. Now, would that be something that I will need to do, or will I be restricted by my IP address?
No, you should not be restricted by your IP address at all. And the reason that is because what happens if you have a family member that's in Canada, even though you're not in Canada, and you want to send them a gift? You want to send your loved one something. So we don't restrict you based on IP address. You can be in any country in the world and make any purchase for any gift card through our website.
Okay, that's really amazing. Um, just a quick one. Uh, the current drop, or the current drop in the market price, with the funds that has been reserved for the gift card, would it always be like 100% backed, or would there be? I would like.
Are you saying for the pre-filled amount that's in liquidity?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is a fixed amount and it's ever growing with every single gift card sell. So that's not in cryptocurrency. That's actually in different fiats, dollar, GBP, euro, etc. So all of that isn't going to change. Because the way our system works is when a user buys a gift voucher, we then pull from that balance. So everything should be solid in regards to having the backed funds.
That's really great. I
Of
like that.
course. And if for any
Just
reason my
yeah,
bad. And if for any reason someone bought a gift card and they didn't get it or there was a problem, we would just immediately refund them.
that's really good.
Yeah.
That's really good. Just a quick one for you yourself. This questions were actually like based to you yourself, Basit, and for Zahnymous and the future you see for Zahnymous. So, do you see Zahnymous as going to be like a big brand, a really big brand, or something like it's going to be like let's say a household brand, but that's going to be small, but with really big and great utilities?
So I envision Za truly being a big name, and I do because I feel like our idea is very innovative, and I wouldn't be upset with either decision, but I am definitely going to push this project to be pretty mainstream. But when a project becomes mainstream, it loses a little bit of quality, and that happens for every single big business. I'm going to try my best to assure that our quality stays the same while we expand. So to answer your question, I do envision this truly being a big project and a big name in this space. And my overall goal is that when people think crypto or they think gift cards, they think ZA.
Is amazing. I give my two hands and supports for you, man.
Thanks, man.
That's all for you. Thank you so much. Thanks, Ice,
Always.
for
Thank you very much for that beautiful question. I appreciate that too. So this is where we call it a wrap up from the for the questions. So any final words that you have for our community and remind us on what has been touched and what we need to know?
Of course. So we are going through a rebrand right now. If you go on the website, you see the navy blue. I'm going to share my screen real quick, slightly, and I want to show you all some of the new colorways that we're going. I'm not going to talk that much. I'm just going to show you all the new interface that you all might experience and the new logos as well. So give me just 1 second. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to go over with you all the new branding. And this is kind of like new information that I've only recently shown my community. I made it somewhat public, but you all are going to get like the more juicier insight. And this is going to be something that I'm going to specifically give to Isaac and give the ICE AMA for all participants that have actually stayed and participated in this AMA. So it's something quite special. So I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to do the normal presentation. I'm just going to show you all the new colorways that were actually coming out with a lot of the new gift cards and kind of the new applications and what we're going to be doing to be innovative. I'll go over it a little bit slower. So when a user goes to the product page, originally, user would add the cart, and then they would have to click on the cart button, and that would take them an extra step or an extra journey. Now when a user goes to the product page and they add the cart, it's actually going to pop open a slide right in front of them. So users can now be like, okay, now I feel like I do need to buy. It kind of increases the plan of action of actually making a purchase. So these are small modifications that we've actually made to make our platform better. We're also having the top-up visas where user clicks on visa, they click on the region they want, they can choose ZA, and you add to cart, and it's going to be just like where it slides in front of you. You don't have to leave the page or anything. Proceed to checkout, and you'll be able to have spendable cash all within seconds. And here is some of the new UI and the new UX design as well. So here is some of my closing remarks. I hope you all enjoyed. I went through it really fast because I don't want to waste any time. I could keep going and keep going and keep going, but I'm going to end up the AMA. It was actually a really great AMA, and a lot of you all had great questions. And I truly had an amazing time sharing my business and sharing my passion with you. But I'm going to end off the AMA like this. If you believe cryptocurrency is the future, you believe ZA is the future as well. And that's a very bold statement. And a lot of people might say, wow, you're really going to say that? What is ZA compared to the whole entire crypto industry? But the reason I say that is because in order for cryptocurrency to take the next steps into our everyday lives, in order for it to actually truly be mass adopted, it not only has to be easily be bought, it has to be easily be spent as well. And that's exactly what ZA focuses on. So if you believe cryptocurrency is the future, you believe ZA is the future as well. Thank you so much, Isaac. And so thank you so much, ICE, for this AMA.
Thank you too for being part of us, for giving us the opportunity to showcase your project. It's a privilege on our part too. And we also do welcome and appreciate good feedback as well as recommendation. If you do have other persons too who would love to come showcase their projects in our platform, we welcome that. Thank you very much for giving us the opportunity first before any other lounge, so to say. I know you've been in other places, but we are reaching out to us.
Of course. Thank you so much, man. And thank you for the opportunity.
So thank you, community, for turning out massively. We appreciate it. So for the giveaway, I'll post the random listeners, pick some persons from the VC, those not precisely those who ask questions, but those who've been a support on the project, on the community so far, and those who are also, will I say, active all the while during the AMA section. So that's just how I did the picking. But once again, thank you guys for coming. So I'm gonna end the VC in a short while.
Hi guys. Hi Isaac.
Hello, Captain. So guys, happy to have you guys once again. We are back as the Ice Gem Lounge. We are trying to reactivate ourselves back. We're trying to rebuild. For some time, we like, should I say, stop activity for a while because some of us were busy with real life stuff, and you know how it is. And then the space also has its own its own, will I say, effect on us too. But nonetheless, we are trying to come back gradually, not in a rush, but we're taking it step by step. And today is much love from you guys to us, and I would say we appreciate we entirely the HTM Lounge. We'll do our best to see that we bring in quality projects like this, which we just have now launch, and we are hoping that we also get much better project that you can also consider to invest in. But if you do have any suggestion, anything you want to say, we can allow you to speak to say some words while I pick the random listeners.
Good evening. Thank you, Isaac. And great, Omar. Uh, sorry, I couldn't ask VC because my voice is disappeared because of the flu. I'm sorry.
No, no problem. No problems. So if you had one, I'll be sending you a message directly. So in case you see any message, you just have to send me your BSC wallet. So Captain,
What's
how's
up,
it
bro?
been? Very good.
Well, guy, I'm currently on a work on a job now, and I just saw the email, and I had to join up, just to, listen to what the Zahnymous team had to say. I'm just checking out their project now, and they do look like something really quite tangible. I'll listen into the rest of the email as soon as the recording is ready. But I think I've been good. I'm just tired, just like we said. We all have real life stuff to do. I've been working on a lot of things, to be honest, and it's been good so far. It's been good so far. How about you? How you doing? How's everything on your end?
I've been there, been engaging myself with other things. I've been learning some new
The
skills.
recording, the recording is still actually on. You saved it,
Oh, I have to stop it. Okay.
so we're going to